Hey everybody, welcome back to Simply Cerisa. Before I get started, I really just wanted to make a quick comment in an effort to not seem insensitive or unaware or tone deaf, as we call it these days. I am fully aware of what is going on in the world right now, and as serious as it is and as devastating as it is for so many people personally and also for us economically. I also realize that we have to move forward as much as possible, and we have to try to live with as much normalcy as possible, or our sanity literally starts to be affected. And so with that all being said, I thought that it would be best for me just to continue with business as usual, if possible, with videos. And I just hope that this video allows you to just have a moment of just not watching the news and not maybe thinking about everything that's really going on in the world. It's okay to have a release, and it's healthy to be able to take a step back sometimes and to just try to breathe. So with that all being said, today we're going to start talking about the 21 Days of Beauty at Ulta. And what the 21 Days of Beauty is, for those of you who aren't familiar with that, is they literally have sales every day of the week, and they have at least 3 products on sale for half price, which are fantastic. And then they also have an entire week of 30% off of other fantastic products. And then they have other sales for what I would call your everyday, shampoos, conditioners, drugstore type of products on sale throughout the entire 21 days. But before we really get started, I just wanted to make sure that I'd love to have you here permanently. So make sure you hit like on these videos if you like them, and that you subscribe. That helps my channel greatly. So I'm just gonna go day by day. If I'm not going to purchase it, I'm really not going to talk about it, because that would just take too long. And just know that there are some amazing products every day on this list. Many of them are skincare items, but for myself, I actually use many what I would call drugstore items for some of my skincare, and then I really choose to put my money where I think I'm going to get the most bang for my buck. Now that means my retinols, my Curology, and a few other like AHAs, things like that that I know that work for me. And of course, I always try to save money where possible, but I also know what works for my skin. And so I'm not going to be speaking to most of the creams, most of the serums, and most of the anti-aging products, because I just quite truthfully don't use them. All right, so day one, that's going to start on March 15th, which I believe is this Sunday. They have in Anastasia Beverly Hills, they're selling their Brow Wiz. I actually have one here to talk about. This is my second one I've purchased, actually, with my own money. I tried it several years ago. I was not a huge fan because it broke on me right away, and I felt like it just didn't make the hair strokes that I liked. But I wanted to give it a second chance, so I purchased it again while it was on sale several months back, and I had the same problem. It's good for those of you who love it. It has a huge spoolie on the end, and you get a lot going on, but I don't need a spoolie that big, but it's fine, and I'm glad it's there. But what this one is it's the triangle shaped one. And I guess the intention is that you can do the brow hairs, but I've never been able to figure that out, first of all. I do like it for the color shade, though. It has the perfect shade for me. It's very like an ashy tone. A lot of things pull red on me, and that's why I keep trying this. But these break, and they're all plastic, so you can't really get it back in there. There's nothing to do to save it once it breaks. And then because of the plastic, I just feel like it's so much waste, and you just end up throwing away plastic that, it's hard to recycle a lot of these things. And I just prefer pencils that I can sharpen and shave and get the line that I like. So this is a no for me, but if you love it, it's only $11.50, so it is the time to buy it. The next day I have, let's see, of the products. I don't buy Kopari products only because my skin does not work well with coconut oil. I think their products are great. They smell good, they feel good, but I can't use them. Lancome La Base Pro Face Primer. I have a really big sample of this that was given to me at the counter, and it is, I'm sorry, I have so many samples already on my hand. It's a clear primer, clear gel primer. It does have slip to it, but it kind of softens up and gets very satiny, and I do enjoy that because I can't use some of like the Benefit ones and things because they have so much like silicone or dimethicone in them that they kind of pill up underneath everything. I have not had a problem with this at all. So if you like that type of primer that kind of smooths things over, doesn't add any color or shine, this might be for you. It's really good. It's really soft. It dries down. It feels good, and it doesn't feel slimy or slippery too much after. And I have used it underneath my T-zone, and it's worked fine. So that's a good price, $21 for their full size. And Lancome is great. Let's see, what else do we have? The 17th, Bare Minerals Mineral Veil. I'm going back and forth between that one and one that's on a different day. I think it's Pure. I would like to try that powder, but I don't need it until summer. So I'm a little bit worried about buying it now with like color shades and stuff, but it is a good price right now, $12.50. I mean, you can't beat that. Let's see, I'm going to skip now because it's all skincare. The 19th has lashes on sale. I've used lashes in the past and they're fun. I just currently am not using them. I just don't have the time and energy for it. But they're $13. So if you love lashes, March 19th is your day. Get those. March 20th is, they have Benefit Cosmetics Bad Gal Bang full-size mascara. I am purchasing that. I love the Benefit Roller Lash, and I've heard the Bad Gal Bang is really good and comparable with quality, so I'd like to try it. And for $12.50, you know, I was spending 10 bucks even just at the drugstore, so $12.50 is a great price. And what I've noticed with Benefit is their mascara is more... Mascaras kind of, you get what you pay for, honestly. The higher end mascaras oftentimes last so much longer. I feel like you get more product, they get less gloopy, and they don't necessarily bleed down as much. And I have a problem with that with deep set eyes. So I like to purchase my high end mascaras, but I always purchase them when they're half off or in a huge gift set. The next day is Tarte Shape Tape. On the 21st, I will not be purchasing that. I've tried and tried and tried, and it doesn't work for me. Shape Tape is not, it just doesn't work. It makes me look cakey and older, and no matter what I do to it. So, but if you love it, $13.50 on the 21st. For the weekly hot buys, they are doing It Cosmetics products and foundations and some brushes, which I'm kind of interested in looking at. And then they're doing the Lancome setting spray that has come out, and I really want to try that. So I think I'm going to look at the ingredients list on that and probably be purchasing the setting spray because I cannot use Urban Decay All Nighter. It does not work for me. Then they also have some acne, you know, like the Clarisonics and things like that on sale. So if you're in the market for a Clarisonic, that's probably the time to buy it. That's the week of the 15th through the 21st. Let's see, the 22nd, Too Faced is selling their bronzers for $15. That's an amazing price, and you get so much, and it's such a high quality bronzer. I unfortunately don't have one because I made the mistake of listening to a YouTuber a long time ago, and I purchased one that was literally probably 6 shades too dark for my skin tone. And I don't know why I did that. I should have known better, but the product itself was amazing, and I felt so bad getting rid of it, but I just literally could not use it because I purchased the wrong shade. But it's great, and it's 15 bucks. You can't beat that, especially for how much you get and for the quality versus your drugstore quality. Again, they're selling Clarisonic brush heads. The next day, they're selling Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. If you remember my video several months ago, I do not use the primer. It doesn't work for me personally, but if it works for you, that's the day to get it. It's only $12. They are also selling the MAC, oh, I love them, lip pencils. They're selling it in this shade, which is Whirl. Let me see if I can rub all this gunk off. Whirl is like this beautiful kind of rosy, darker nude-ish shade. I can't explain it. It works perfect for my lips. Love, love, love it. It's a cult classic, and it's a true pencil that you can sharpen down, which I love for sanitary purposes, and just for, to me, it's less waste. I don't know if that really is the case or not, but it feels like it. I'm not throwing a chunk of plastic away at the end, and it's only $9. But I am gonna probably get Soar, because those are the two colors they're selling it in. And then they're also selling the lip primer. Now, for aging lips, the lip primer is supposed to work wonders, because we get those cracks and our things feather and bleed. I'm not quite there yet. My lip liners are holding everything together for me right now, like with a bobby pin. But my next step is to start using lip primers, and that's a really good price. March 24th, I will probably be purchasing the Skin Icelandic Cooling Eye Gels. Now, I've bought these different ones, high-end, low-end, but I always get them on sale. I keep them in my refrigerator, and for days like today when I was up at 3 in the morning and didn't sleep well, they're lifesavers. So if you can get these good ones for $8.75, awesome. The next day, I'm not purchasing anything. They have a photo finish primer from Smashbox. They have really good products, but I don't need that particular type right now, and I think I want to wait till summer for that. The 27th, they're selling the Foreo Luna Mini, so it's good for travel. I don't use them. I'm old school washcloth lady. I like to wash something after I use it, but $60 for the travel size mini one. Then March 28th, Kylie Cosmetics Lip, which I'm kind of interested in only because when I go to Ulta, I always play with the colors, and the Kylie Cosmetics colors are beautiful. But again, I'm worried about quality. But for $7.50, you know, I pay more than that for drugstore brands. So that might be a time for me to try one of her lipsticks. Then for the weekly deals, again, more Kylie Cosmetics. They're also having the Lorac Pro Palette for $27.30. You get so many shades, and I've heard that the Pro Palette is fantastic, and you get a lot of color payoff. It's good stuff. They're also selling a Stila one, but I don't know. Sorry, Stila is mascara, so I'm not doing that this time. Moving on. I'm going faster. I'm getting better. The week 3, the last week. Okay, so March 29th, they have IT brushes for Ulta again on sale for half price. So you might want to wait and buy them then, because I think they're only 30% off on the first week. It's kind of weird, but you might want to check that out. I'd rather buy them half off than 30% off. That's all I'm saying. So March 29th. They also have a Dermalogica Skin Recovery with SPF 50 in it. Dermalogica I haven't purchased, but I had a facial done with nothing but Dermalogica products, and I felt so great for about a week after that. So Dermalogica is definitely on my radar. I'm gonna kind of look into it a little bit more, but I just don't want to fall in love with it because some regular price is $75. So I'm not in the market for a $75 SPF, just saying. March 30th, I'm not buying anything, but they do have an Origins kit for $13. Origins, I've always liked them. I've enjoyed their products in the past, especially in my younger skin days. So it's really, it can be good. And so that's a good way to start it. March 31st, they are selling First Aid Beauty Radiance Pads. Now, I had a deluxe sample of them. It was like a month's worth. And those pads are so great. They're basically exfoliators. So you put it like chemical, or I guess you call it, I like kind of like AHAs, that type of things. And you just basically rub them on your skin after you cleanse your skin and before you put all your serums and lotions on. I'm telling you, after about a week of using them, my face was so nice. It was so much smoother, a lot less congestion. So for $8.50 to $17 for these Radiance Pads, I think I'm going to buy them, and primarily for travel. I have a liquid serum right now that I'm using that I'll talk about in the future, but these are fantastic, and I think I might kind of go back and forth with those. And I also love taking these Radiance Pads on trips with me, because you know, when you're traveling, especially for like a week or so, things just get really gunky really fast, and you don't have your normal skincare routine with you. So this is an easy way to kind of clean it all up really fast. Okay, back to these pressed powders. April 1st has the Pure 4-in-1 Mineral Powder Foundation. Now that was one I've been interested in for a long time, but I'm waiting until it gets hotter to do it. But for $14, I think now's the time. I might just bite the bullet and just try to purchase it and maybe get it in one shade darker, just making allowances for using it in the late spring and summer. Because $14, I mean, I can't buy that at the drugstore. April 2nd, they're selling the lip plumping cream from BUXOM. Now, the lip plumping cream is different than the lip plumping gloss or polish, excuse me. Fell in love with the lip plumping polish a couple years ago, bought it again. This is Dolly, it's iconic, it's amazing, the polish is gorgeous. Well, I went to buy it again and this stuff's like $22, $24 for a very large container that will last you forever. But still, I don't like buying full price. So I bought it after Christmas when they had like this 3-pack where you get the lip polish, a lip cream, and a plumping lip liner. So I fell in love. The lip polish is in like a clearer, shinier bottle, so that's how you know the difference. And it's literally like a gloss, but it does have pigment. So this is Dolly. So I mean, that's pretty good right here. Okay, don't get confused with my lip liner back there. So that's Dolly. Let me get the lip liner off. Which, by the way, my Whirl lip liner and my Dolly lip gloss are like, my favorite mix. Okay, so anyway, back to the lip cream. This is the whole point. The cream is on sale for $10.50 on April 2nd. The lip cream has much more of a, like an opaque kind of a container. And you get so much in this. You get 4.14 full ounces, which is actually kind of a lot. The cream is similar to the polish, but to me, it has a little bit more of a liquid lipstick look. So that's this one. And this is a different color, by the way, too. This is Sugar Drop, and I love it. It has a little bit more of a brown tone, neutral brown tone. But again, this goes over my lip liner perfectly as well. And I have it on right now. They are plumping, but they are not pepperminty plumping. It's just a different texture. It almost has this weird vanilla, I don't know what, but it still tingles. So if you're not into that, don't buy this. But it doesn't stay super sticky and it wears on my lips. I'm wearing the polish right now. And, you know, it's not one of those ones where like if the wind blows, your lips are going to get like hair stuck to them and stuff. So it's really good. $10.50. I mean, that is drugstore price right there. Then moving on to the 3rd of April, they have some really good stuff. They have Urban Decay Naked Reloaded, the full-size palette, Dermablend setting powder, and Cover FX blush and bronzer duo, all for great prices. Dermablend's really good. Urban Decay, I've had their original and I've had their rose gold palettes. Love them, they're great. But I've currently got another palette that I'm working through. But for $22, you can't beat that price for the Urban Decay. And then April 4th, they are doing Tarte Man Eater mascara, which I collect mascara apparently. It's $11.50, I might try it. And then they're also doing the Gimme Brow, the full size. This is the mini. So I paid $12 for this mini. You're gonna get the full size bigger one for $12, which you cannot beat. This is the shade 3. The reason why this stuff, I keep going back to it, is because I love the size of the stinking spoolie. It's so dumb, but I love it. And Anastasia and Drizella here need all the help they can get. So for $12 for the full size, definitely worth the price. And then the hot buys that week are Urban Decay's Vice Lipstick, Too Faced lip stuff, and Lime Crime. Not familiar really with any of that because I use BUXOM and I use MAC, but I'm sure they're good. And a lot of skin creams, which I'm not going to speak to. And then that is it. That's it for the 3 weeks of daily deals and weekly deals. But through the entire 21 days, they actually have other sales, tons of sales, like buy 2, get 1 free of certain products, or 40% off of other products. So let me just quickly mention to you some that you might really want to look at. Okay, so back to Benefit. They actually have some really good, like what I'd call like special deals. And they have this, which I'm kind of really into right now. It has 5 of their powders like Hula, Dallas, Cookie, I forgot the name of one of them, but these suckers are just tried and true, amazing. So this is a really good way to have like highlighter, blushers, bronzers, all over powders, all in one. And that price, I believe, is $60, but because of what's in it, it's $150 value. And if you were gonna buy each one of those, they're like 25 to 30 bucks each. Then they're also having this 4-pack deal of Bad Gal Bang, Benefit roller lash, and then a liquid liner and a like a smudgy liner. Now this is also a fantastic price. It's $42. It's a $92 value. It's almost worth it for me to buy this just for the 2 mascaras and then give away the liners because I just don't use black liners. But that's a good price. And then of course they have so many other deals. Lancome is also doing a deal. It's a $39 value and it's $26, and you get a trio. You get a one of this CILS booster. You get the Monsieur Big and the Definicils mascara. It looks like these might be sample sizes, but these are really great if you've never tried the product before, because personally, for some reason, I almost like the smaller sizes better, because I feel like with high-end mascaras, I almost need to throw it away before I run out, if that makes any sense. Lower end mascaras dry out on you so fast that you have to throw them away probably before 3 months are up. High end mascaras and primers, I'm telling you, these things would last me over a year if I allowed it. So sometimes it's a better deal to buy the little travels, and that way you can travel with it no problem. You can test it if you've never tried it before. Just great deal. So I like that idea. And then when you move over into some of the more like drugstore products, I just wanted to quickly mention a couple things. Okay, this one is a specialty brand. It's Grown Alchemist, and I just wanted to mention it because this is one of those ones that would spark my interest and I might consider ordering if I didn't know about it. I got this in a sample kit, and this is a really big sample, like 1.7 ounces. Anyway, they're gonna sell the full size, which is almost 7 ounces, for like $39. But I want everybody to know this smells so much like geranium essential oil. And if you read the ingredients list, I mean, it is loaded with essential oils and I mean, this ingredients list is crazy. That whole back is ingredients. So to me, it gets a little scary when you're thinking skincare with all these ingredients, all these essential oils, and you're gonna smell like you went to an essential oil party. That's all I'm gonna say about that. And I'm a fan of essential oils, and this worries me. I have used it like twice, but I start to get scared as I use it. So just wanted to put that out there about that brand. And then you get into, like I said, what I would call drugstore products that are for sale. And I'm like trying to find it. Okay, so buy one, get one 40% off on all Pacifica items. So you know I'm a huge fan. I'm obsessed with Pacifica. So I may just buy even just 2 of these because I'm getting one of them 40% off. But if a lot of their products, I've actually used some of their cleansers, especially their more milky ones. And I enjoyed them. They're fine. Some of their products are a little crazy. They're a little glittery, a little shiny, and definitely have fragrance in them. But if you're wanting to try some of the Pacifica products, that would be a good time. And then I wanted to mention the sales on, they have sales on Eco Tools. You can get buy 2, get 1 free. Eco Tools are some of my absolute favorite brushes. They are so soft. I've had these for like, oh my gosh, this one I probably had for like 3 years at least. This one's about 2 years. And they're like brand new, and I wash them constantly. So really good bang for your buck on Eco Tools. Then they are also selling Maybelline, Wet n Wild, L'Oreal Paris eye and lip makeup, and Revolution Pro. Now I'm only saying that because one of my favorite low-end mascaras is actually this Lash Paradise Voluminous mascara. But again, speaking high-end, low-end, I mean, I love this stuff. It doesn't bleed, it doesn't run. My eyelashes look fantastic when I use it. But I bought this probably in December, and I had to throw it away January, February. I was pushing it and threw it away in February, but I should have thrown it away even sooner. It dries out so fast. it gets clumpy, like as far as like I don't know if you can even see that. It's just all like thick that kind of like sticks out right here. This was filthy. I've actually cleaned it twice, just trying to get it like, you know, usable, and I can shut it. So it's like one of those love-hates. I want this in my arsenal all the time, but I don't want to pay full price for it because I can't even keep it, not even the 3 months that I should be able to keep it. So they're gonna have that buy one, get one half off. So that's a good deal. But if you're also into like Maybelline mascaras or any of that stuff, buy one, get one half off. All right, and last but not least, they have a buy one, get one 50% off. And the important part of this is it's mix and match, because some of the buy one, get ones are not mix and match, but this is. You can get Derma E, Acure, Olay products, CeraVe products, a lot of Ultas. And the reason why this is important is because first of all, I've tried some Acure products, and especially some of their cleansers and things. Really, really good stuff. Really creamy. I love the feel. And a lot of times they work more on the natural end of things as well, just like Derma E does. But CeraVe, oh my gosh. Okay, so when I talked about liking certain lower end products, CeraVe is definitely something that I buy like a lot, and for a lot of reasons. You cannot get better deals than some of these products. I buy the PM moisturizing lotion because it has ceramides and hyaluronic acid and niacinamide in it. So this is like the perfect over-the-top moisturizer over any of my serums or my alpha hydroxy acids, or you know, anything that I'm using for that day, lactic acid, whatever, even over some of my retinol. I always use this over anything that I'm using for my nighttime skincare routine. It just kind of seals it all in, locks it in, has really good ingredients that really help penetrate everything into the skin. For the same reason, I use the moisturizing cream on my body all the time. I love it. It doesn't break me out. It moisturizes perfectly, and this blends. It doesn't have a scent, so it blends really well with any oils or anything else I want to add to it if I ever do, and the whole family can use it. The AM lotion I cannot personally use because it has chemical sunscreens in it, and I'm just super sensitive to that right now, but the rest of my family uses this. Love it. And then this hydrating cleanser, I always have this in stock, on hand. I can use it morning or night as a first cleanse. I can use it in the shower. I can use it as my second cleanse. It's just great, and it doesn't mess up my skin at all. So that's why I love all the mix and match sales that they have. Anyway, I hope this was helpful to you. I hope that you are going to enjoy your weekend, and make sure that you get outside, enjoy the sunshine, keep getting your exercise. Try not to watch the news 100% of the day. And until next time, I'll see you soon.